One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot for everybody living in the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, it's wild card.
Superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. And I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury week.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, it's wild card weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
I probably did, but I've been in a workshop with our component solutions team, and I really haven't had a chance to take an actual look at it. But if you send it, I probably did. What is there an action for me there?
Yes, but complete the balance review for the same for the
Okay, I'll try and make sure that I get it done before I leave today.
Well, yeah, for sure. If you can do it by midday, I would appreciate your
a man who played collegiatly here in Louisiana, Elijah Mitchell. Only a couple for him there in the game's first play.
Sure, I will. No, don't worry. I'll work on it once we finish our meeting.
And held their ground. Right. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction. That's third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, Wilson. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. So give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 42 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So this is done. This is what we should do.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lux with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back.
I understand. Yeah, that is so. This is a big thing. But you know, I don't understand why we have to push up the shaft not only in this. Because once you push up the sleeve, everything goes out.
Yeah, but you want, from what I understand, that you want everything to come out together. Okay.
Yeah, but if you simply, as Jean-Jacques said, the objective would be to, if you were to only push on the sleeve, you would remove your shaft.
But you see, the thing is, because of the inner length of that tool is too short, you're not even pushing on the sleeve when you engage the tool.
That I understand, and for sure there's loads coming to the ball for sure, because your load is passing by the shaft to the inner rings, to the balls, and to the outer rings.
Yeah, and that's going to release, that's the first portion of the...
Yeah, this highlights a very big issue here.
So we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. But now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll come out throwing here on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They go play action here on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
So as soon as you get contact with the drift like that, because of the gap, instead of pushing the shaft.
Yes.
So it means that the press
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Right side, and he finds Gray. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back to throw now on first down. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. On second down, here's Mitchell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Yeah, it's a loose.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll drop to throw. And this pass caught by Gray. Touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 74 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, no one wants to see that drop. I guarantee he's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
We end up to have a great jam, not be square from the shaft, and then the following operation, these two guys pushing.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Yeah. And they were 10 pound longer design. The 10 pound is not the same thing.
That's enough thing now.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So his struggles just continuing here in the 1st half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
I would think that the first start.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. A tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the run.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Saints continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Instead of having to follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
This, for me, is enough for me to say that, yes, I agree with you that we are somewhat at risk.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. That's another one complete to Mitchell. 18 yards, first down Niners. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flipped from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On third down, here's Mitchell. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 50 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And when you get good yards like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now left side on the swing pass. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
On the ground is Mitchell. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
They'll run with Mitchell, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Whistles come in and a timeout. We'll see if they try to run one more quick hitter, or will they go ahead and kick the field goal here.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense. So you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now they send a running back in motion right. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
It's clearly the fact that this diameter is too big. It's a big concern. Because at the end,
so barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard battle. Taking it to 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Produce such by hand damage it, but it's very big mix, and there's multiple mix, so it means that the guys he apply shot not once, apply shot 2 or 3
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds or being...
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and they're going to get this down inside the 20. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game, and a first down as well.
And the diameter is within 3.372.
They'll set up to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara from 30 yards out. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From his end zone, Wilson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So I don't succeed to visualize how to have a sleeve which is cooked with the learnings. Maybe it's true.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
In terms of, so it's not the root cause, it cannot be the root cause of the, say, the 90 hours that you want to.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They begin on the ground with Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
2nd and 4. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here in this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Now goal for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Next to score, Saints 42, 49ers 35.
That is why I think we should pursue with the two-bell revision and see if we can convince ourselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
So we understood from Michel Caron that prior last week,
the Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Open man downfield is Hill. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, 79 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Wants to try to have the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And this one is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
You think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they run out the play.
Yes. Well, Michel Garand, this is what I mentioned a few months ago. The difference.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Exactly. This is what Michel was saying.
Back to throw.
I'm just worried about
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Chris Olave. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This tool here should have. Let's go back to the slide 7.
From his end zone, Wilson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
That's the spin play. This delivery support the shot, the shot.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Well, Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 71 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. You want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Especially with
That kind of run on first down, that's a winning type
I guess
of a run. That just sets
those,
things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
3D simulation here, they were done with the tooling thing that we have in San 5.
No, they were done with Hugo Binet, and he has a designer. They used CATIA models from the aircraft parts or the engine parts, as well as they used CATIA as well to overlay those items.
Okay, because at that point I think we should take this and give it to the specialist, and I'm thinking about sending him development planning here, and so Michel-Jean and the leaders need to such that they have because this split plate is maybe not to the latest standard, and so they may already would say, okay, we don't need this kind of split anymore, and we can either repair it and make a new one and do reception and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season. So
yeah, he's a big part of why they are where
so
they are.
I think we can take this presentation, which contains a lot of information, and share it with them such that they are able to give us some advice.
At the 49-yard line. That one good for 10 yards.
Just one comment also. If some people say, well, we did this tooling since more than 40 years, but we were, not a good argument.
No,
nobody will argue this. No, nobody will argue. We have changed issues since more than 40 years, and we don't have a full understanding of what's happening. It could be at that time, it's not very idea. We have proved that removing that bearing, we've made some dents.
Now a first down carry. It's
potentially someone that's not using the right way, or the tool not being accurate. So we definitely need to find a reason for those. So it's
Saints football as we get you reset.
There's proof that there's something wrong with the way
that's for sure. Victory.
And there could be many things highlighted. We have highlighted some already. But at the end of that process, we're not sure if we will be all fully convinced of the nature of the.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Of those risks.
2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Their biggest spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing
that is why I think
start trying to pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game.
Just want to mention
I don't see why that trend would change now.
Yeah. Okay, I guess to hold the tooling or to remove the speed.
And he gets this one inside
I don't know if it's large or not. It means that even if there is a fit all around, here we have that
Charles certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage,
once you apply the press,
and that's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he'll get this one down to
what I suggest is that at the next opportunity we discuss with Michel-Jean, I would like to have part of the discussion, because you know how it is, so we can share how it works and those toolings, and get their feedback. I think that we're at that point that there's so much question mark everywhere, so the red lights are coming that needs to be looked at again.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time.
And I'm sorry, we're above the time here. So this is why I want to have a quick chat with Pavel. Pavel, on your side, are you okay with continuing with the markups and for the T-well, and to have a would you be in the
beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round? They just got past the wild card round.